try Hale Reservation. We're just entering Hale Reservation. And as we come in, there's a little parking lot to the right. And we're going to take that little trail up there. It's a lovely day today. It's Boxing Day, which is the 26th of December, for those people who know about Boxing Day. One thing I know I haven't mentioned is a bit of history around Hale Reservation. I think it was originally owned by a person called Robert S. Hale, I think. And I think back in 1918, he invited Boy Scouts to camp on the reservation. This reservation is all private, I should say. And I think by the early 20s, it had really taken off. And since then, it's been used for day camps for kids. We're going to go across these boards. I don't know if you can see, but just over there, there is some ice. So these boards are very well placed. It's a lovely piece of land, and you can see we've come out to a pond area. Just a lovely little location. And for those birders or ornithologists amongst us, I would love to know what would be nesting in that box out there. Ah, it's always nice when you found spot 7. Following on from the history of Hale, Massachusetts, the state, is actually named after, I believe, a Massachusetts tribe, or Massachusetts as the tribe name. There's also, I think, Wisset, Natick, Powysset, and I'm guessing where we are, Hale Reservation, since there's a Powysset Street and a Powysset Peak, I'm guessing that it was the Powysset tribe who lived here. Oh, we have a lovely little bridge to go over. We're just going up a little hill, and as you can see at the top there, that's one of the camping cabins. You're going to find these all dotted around the reservation. And up there we have Cat Rock. Looks like there's a couple of people on top of there. And we'll carry on walking. Well, you know, when I say there are obstacles sometimes on the trail, this is something I didn't expect to see. Normally the trail runs beside the wall here and there's absolutely no trouble getting by. It can be a bit muddy at times, but it looks like all this area has been flooded somehow. I don't know how. I'm going to try going to the right of this wall and see if I can go across. think I've made it. I'm on a trail that runs parallel to that flooded area. Let's keep going. Yes, just escaped the flooded part there and kind of gone around and back here. We're on top of a hill. Down at the bottom is a nice pond. We're going to work our way down to a dam at the end of the pond. Here we are. We are down at the dam. As you can see, there's a little bit of ice on there, but again, a lovely place. What I thought you might find interesting is that there are beavers here, and we know that because of the following. Hopefully you can see this. All I can say is they must have really tough front teeth to be able to do something like that. We are now passing under some power lines that cut through Hale Reservation. If we follow that up there right into the sun, we'll get back to Carby Street. We're going to continue down here. You know what we're going to do? We're going to stop for a cup of tea. I think a little bit of Moroccan mint tea today. Lovely. Lovely. One other nice thing about this trail out in the Hale Reservation is we can go to an Indigenous people's rock shelter. We're going to go there right after the cup of tea. Well, we've just had our cup of tea at this table here, and what we're going to do to find the Indigenous people's rock shelter is there's a trail that goes through these trees right there, so we're going to go that way. I will say this trail isn't terribly clear. You best know that it's there. Right, we're going to head down here. We're here. If you look straight ahead, you see where the icicles are. Underneath there is a shelter. Well, one thing is for sure, I wouldn't like to be at the bottom of that overhang and have one of those icicles come down on you. Now, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, it's not that much room actually here for a shelter. But you've got to remember that we're used to, well, living in really nice houses where it's nice and warm. I would imagine back in the day when they were catching shellfish at the coast and they found shellfish here, that when you came back and it was really bad weather, this was a really nice place to take shelter, keep dry, light a fire on the outside so the heat would reflect back into the rock and keep you warm. Those were the days. Okay, we're just coming back from the rock shelter. Let's get going. It's mid-afternoon. The sun is starting to get a little bit lower in the sky where I want to be heading back. I'm going to go back across the power lines. We're now on the Sorrow Pond Trail, and we're going to go the other side of the pond where the dam was. Here we are at the other side of Sorrow Pond. Out there is where we came down, and that's where the dam is, and that's where the beaver damage is, over there. We're back at the part of the trail that was flooded, but just walking along, it's really kind of eerie to see the sun in the background reflecting off the ice. And it's walking along, and what do I see here but an obstacle across the path. Okay, so it's not really much of one, but I'll take it. We're now heading down a trail. We're going to rejoin Carby Street and just follow that back to the Burgundy Mobile. It's been a lovely walk. I'll go that way back. Again, as we're walking along Carby, we see these buildings. These are the camp buildings. They're dotted all around the reservation. It'd be pretty cool as a kid to be there. And here we are. We're coming back to the entrance of Hale Reservation. And we're walking by where our walk started. We went up that trail there, and we are back at the Burgundy Mobile. Well, I hope you enjoyed that walk with me. Thank you for coming along. I really enjoyed that. Nothing more but to wish you a very happy Boxing Day.